I welcome you to this session of ISO 9001 2015, and today we are going to talk about clause number 8.4, and under this clause 8.4.1 general. So today's topic of discussion will be clause number 8.4.1 general. So as usual, first of all I will read out the requirement to you as given in the standard. Clause 8.4.1 general. The organization shall ensure that externally provided processes, products, and services conform to requirements. The organization shall determine the controls to be applied to externally provided processes, products, and services when A. Products and services from external providers are intended for incorporation into the organization's own products and services. B. The products and services are provided directly to the customers by external providers on behalf of the organization. And C. A process or part of a process is provided by an external provider as a result of a decision by the organization. The organization shall determine and apply criteria for evaluation, selection, monitoring of performance, and re-evaluation of the external providers based on their ability to provide processes or products and services in accordance with the requirements. The organization shall retain documented information of these activities and any necessary actions arising from the evaluation. So this is the total requirement, and now let us discuss this requirement in more detail. Now this clause 8.4, it pertains to purchasing activity or outsourcing activity. When we are taking something from an outsource agency or from outside, we are buying something or taking the services. So under 8.4, this is the clause 8.4.1 general which we are discussing right now. And here it is the general requirement which is spelled out, and it says the organization has to ensure that the externally provided products and services, they conform to the requirements. That means whatever is the requirement of the organization for manufacturing of the product or for provision of the service to the customer, that item which we are buying from outside or taking from outside, it must conform to the requirements. That means the specified requirements, specifications of the product or the service that we are buying. So that the organization has to ensure. Now, how do we ensure? See, normally we are supposed to go to the market and find out who are the agencies capable of supplying the product or the services, and finally decide on the most competent agency on which we can consider to place the order. Now, there could be two or three or maybe more agencies so that we make them more competitive. We invite the offers and then compare those offers, and whosoever is more competitive and is technically acceptable, only to that we, to the lowest bidder, we give the order and get the supplies. But before that, we have to communicate to them what is the product or the service that we want. So the specification of the product or the service has got to be available to the purchaser within the organization, and this is provided by the people who are in contact with the customer, who are implementing the project or who are manufacturing the product. So they know the specification and they place an intent on the purchase department with the specifications that the material or the product or the service of this particular specification and in this much quantity is required by a particular date. So they are supposed to place the indent well in advance so that the purchase lead time is available to the purchase department. And then Once the indent is available, then the purchase department finalizes who are the possible suppliers and shortlists them and invites offers from these shortlisted organizations. And these organizations have got to be approved by the competent authority. List of approved suppliers is normally checked during the audit time. So please be clear about it that the list of approved suppliers has got to be approved by the competent authority, and then offers are invited from these people, and then whichever organizations who are ready to supply the product as per our requirement, as per our technical specifications and delivery requirement, we shortlist them and then compare their prices, and whosoever is the lowest, we can consider to place the order on that, but that lowest party must be technically acceptable. So that's a condition, otherwise the offer cannot be accepted and the order cannot be placed. So once the order is finalized, then the order is placed on the competent supplier or the competent agency who is to supply the product or the service to us, and within the specified period the product or the service is supplied. So the organization has to monitor all this activity. So the organization has to determine the controls that the organization will exercise, which have to be applied to the externally provided processes, products, or services. And when are these necessary? A. The products and services from external providers are intended for incorporation into the organization's products and services. That means we are making use of that product or service to prepare that product or provide that service. So that is A. And then B's products and services are provided directly to the customers by the external providers on behalf of the organization. Now this comes under outsourcing. So we have outsourced a particular process or a particular service or particular product to be supplied directly to the customer. And again, all the previous processes we just discussed for placing the order, they have got to be completed in a controlled manner. And C is a process or part of the process is provided by an external provider as a result of decision by the organization. So same thing applies here also. Whatever is the service provided by the external provider, that has got to meet our requirement, our specifications. So we place the order on technically acceptable lowest offer available to us, and then place the order on them and follow it up. The organization, further, the next para says, the organization shall determine and apply criteria for evaluation. Now, periodically, the performance of these suppliers is supposed to be evaluated. See, a supplier on the surface may look as if they have got everything and they are competent and they can supply, but ultimately, when the service or the product is supplied, then comes the real test of these suppliers, and we are supposed to monitor their performance. And periodically, we monitor the performance of all the suppliers that we deal with, all the service providers that we deal with. So, supplier monitoring or this thing is essential. It is done periodically. You may do it every quarter or every 6 months, and depending on the frequency that the organization decides, and then monitor these suppliers. And with regard to the quality, their delivery, their response, and their failures, or whatever parameters we decide against which we monitor these suppliers. Normally, quality is definitely there, delivery is very important, and their performance with regard to response is also very important. So these three things are definitely kept in mind. And performance and evaluation of external providers, it is based on their ability to provide the processes or products and services in accordance with the requirements that is spelled out by the organization. The organization is supposed to maintain the records, documented information, that is records of these activities, and any necessary actions arising from the evaluations. Suppose the supplier is not meeting the specified requirement, or it is failing in supplying the product well in time, then we can think of warning the supplier or even blacklisting the supplier. So our actions are supposed to be based on whatever performance we see. So based on that performance, we keep monitoring and we keep mentoring these suppliers, keep guiding these suppliers so that they can improve their performance. See, the relationship between the supplier and the organization is very important, because they are practically part of us, part of the organization, because on behalf of the organization they are supplying the products and services. So we have to ensure that we take care of them, and whatever information is needed by the supplier, it is provided promptly and quickly, and we release that. That's very, very important. We release their payments well in time so that they are able to give us good service. So all these things are there. So I hope you have understood the requirement, but if by any chance if there is anything that is not understood by you or not clear to you, please put your comment below this video, and I will see that things are made clear to you. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon so that my videos reach you as soon as I load them on the YouTube. You are informed about the loading of that video, and you are able to see it at the earliest. And if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and also share my videos with your friends and colleagues. I'll feel very happy if you do so. Thank you very much for watching my videos, and we meet you again next time on next Sunday. Bye. See you.